It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Let's get out of here. Aye. Hey everybody, it's Aaron from God a Minute. About a sheet. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And so here's the Hebrew. Here's the values of the letters. The Old Testament was written in Hebrew. The New Testament was written in Greek. And so it's so fascinating to see this little combination here. And so before I read that, Isaiah 46, verse 9, remember the former things of old? Oops, here we go. There it is. For I am God, and there is no other. I am God, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning. The end from the beginning. So what we have here is, we've got the first 7 words of the Bible. I talked about this last year, but man, this was such a faith builder thing when I saw this. So we have 7 words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words in Hebrew. And we have an Aleph Tav in the middle. So Jesus said he is the Aleph Tav, and the first and the last, the Alpha and the Omega, and that's Hebrew. And that, right, it's in the center of the 7 years. So year 1000, year 2000, year 3000, year 4000, Jesus dies on the cross. Year 5000, year 6000, the Aleph Tav comes back. You know the song, the cat came back the very next day. Well, Jesus is coming back at the end of the 6000th day, or the 6th day, and then there'll be 1000 years of rest, millennial rest. So here's the point of this video. The value of the first 7 words of the Bible is 2,701. If you add up all the Hebrew letters. And so here's another sheet that I've got, and this is one of the sheets that I use quite a bit. Here it is. And I use that to help me out. And there's some other sheets that I put together with that. So the Hebrew alphabet in the letters in here add up to 2,701. Now here's the thing. After the millennial reign, that's really when the end comes. So if this represents the finality of the 7th day, then the finality of the 8th day is really the end. It's really, I joke around about the end of the world a lot, but that's really the end of the world. After the millennial reign, when new heaven and new earth is made, that is the end of the story in terms of the prophecy being fulfilled and everything like that. So here's the last word, right? So that last word right there, it's got an extra vav there. So that has a value of 302. So the value of the first 8 words in Hebrew is 3003. All right. So what we have here is, if we take that value, here's the fun part. If the millennial kingdom ends here and we go into eternity, and you minus the value of the first 8 words of the Bible, it gets you to 28 AD. Essentially, the value of the first 8 words of the Bible, which is really declaring the end, like literally declaring the end, if you minus the value of the first 8 words in the Bible, it gets you to the time of Christ, however you slice the cake. So if you think that Jesus died in 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, or his ministry started in 28 or 29 or 30, or et cetera, 27, 26. The whole point of this is, whenever eternity starts after the millennial kingdom, if you minus the value of the first 8 words in the Bible, it points you to Christ. Isn't that cool? So if the millennial kingdom ends in 3032, you minus the value of the first 8 words, it gets you to 29 AD. Essentially, the time of Christ. So again, the value up to here is 3003. And if you minus that from the year of when the millennial kingdom is done, it points you to Christ. It points you to the center of the Bible, to the center of the words. Isn't that cool? It points you to Jesus. It's all about Jesus. Bereshit, in the beginning. So there is so many other side studies too. I might even do another study on this, but there are so many patterns of 7 within the first 7 words of the Bible there. So that's another side study. But the cool thing here is, the point is, we're on a time clock and we're running out of time. And I do believe the second coming is coming really soon. We expect a 7-year time frame, or somewhere around that time, before the millennial kingdom kicks off. And so, are you ready to be taken? Are you ready to be put in your chamber temporarily while his indignation passes? That's in Isaiah 26, verses 17 through 21. Hide yourself for a little while my indignation passes, that kind of thing. Are you ready? I hope you are. And so, if this encourages you, please pass it along. And if you are a non-believer or you're an atheist, seriously look at the first 7 words of the Bible and be honest with yourself and check out all the math. And when you check it all out and you really sincerely seek, you're going to see that only a God could have written it so precisely and perfectly the way that it's written in Hebrew. So please do that. Check out a lot of articles on that. And like I said, I might do some more videos on that theme. So hope to see you in the clouds very soon. We're in the season for sure. At the time of this recording, it's 2024. It's April 2024. And I sure hope, and I think that we can say that we are certainly within a really close time frame of the rapture and the tribulation starting. So get tight with Christ. See you in the clouds. One day closer. Go, Jesus, go. Adios, muchachos.